Hey, what's going on, everybody out there in cyber world? Here is the Grateful Chef, episode 4. Thank you for joining me. I want to say thanks to everyone for their nice comments and emails. We really do appreciate it. Keep them coming. Okay, right down to it. So I went to the food market today and I got some fresh flounder fillets. I got 4 flounder fillets, and what I did was I just cut them right down the middle into these little strips. We're going to set those aside. We'll come back to them in a minute. Now we're going to do our stuffing. So what I have in here is a ½ pound of shrimp, and what I did was I cut them in half the long way, and I seasoned them with salt and pepper, a little Old Bay seasoning, and some olive oil. So that goes right into our little bowl here. Next, I got a 6-ounce can of crab meat. Now this isn't the lump crab meat. This is the more refined, like blue claw, like the Maryland crabs. We also get them out here on Long Island, but originally from Maryland. So this is going to go in as well. This is not only the body meat, but it's also the claw meat too. So that's going to taste outrageous. Next, I'm going to put a drizzle, and what I have in here is I juiced a half an orange, a whole lemon, and a whole lime. Just going to put a little of that juice in here. Not all of it, just a little bit. Okay, next thing, you know me with my zesting. I also zested all 3 of those, so that was a half an orange, 1 lemon, and 1 lime. I'm going to put a little of that zest in there. It's going to make this stuffing very fragrant. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. Okay, next 2 eggs. And what is that going to do? That's going to bind everything together for us and hold it so it holds up to that heat in the oven. Remember, we put that oven on 400. Okay, next, a little bit of basil that I chopped, fresh as always. You know me, always fresh. Now what I have in here is I took a saute pan and I rendered down 1/2 of a red pepper, 1 whole onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of basil, and also 1 celery stalk. Rendered it down with some olive oil just to soften everything up, and I let it cool. Very important that you don't put a hot mixture into here just yet. Okay? Lastly, I have my breadcrumbs, but we're going to wait 1 second for those. So we're going to kind of fold this all together. We're going to break our yolks so it's a little easier to put our mixture together. Boy, this is so colorful. It's like a fiesta in there. Beautiful. Okay, what we're trying to do is just lightly incorporate all the egg that we put in there and the shrimp and the crab meat. And being I told you that crab meat is very, soft and delicate, we want to treat it, with respect. So here's my cup of panko breadcrumbs, seasoned as always. Seasoned means just salt and pepper and basil and a little bit of oregano. I have a whole cup. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need of this cup yet, though. Now this is where we're going to get down and dirty with our hands. Same thing, just kind of folding it in. And whenever you stick your hands into this, the raw food and whatnot that's in here, always keep one hand clean and dry. That's the hand that's going to pick up whatever you need. And like I told you, I wasn't sure how much I'm going in with these. I already put about a ½ a cup in. I'm going to probably go a little less than another ½ a cup. And what we're doing is folding gently. You don't see me kneading this like bread. All I'm doing is folding it nice and gently. And those panko breadcrumbs are very light as well, so it makes everything really nice. I think that's a good little mixture I have there. I'm going to stick with that. Perfect. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to rinse my hand real quick. I'm going to grab our fillets. And like I said, I cut them in half. So, sorry about that. I'm going to take a nice, I don't know, baseball size helping right here. Put it onto our pan. Smooth it out a little bit. Looks really nice. And what I'm going to do is just drape my fillets around that stuffing. And I also gave this pan a little shot of some non-stick spray, just so everything stays together. Okay, make enough room. So I'm going to make 4 of these. Okay, like I said, you can make a nice heaping baseball. That would be perfect. Just even it out on the bottom. We got our fillets surrounding. Beautiful. Going to keep working. We got 2 more to go. 2 more fillets. And what these fillets are going to do, they're going to kind of insulate the outside of our stuff in here. It's going to keep this all unbelievably moist. And my last one. 2 more fillets. Beautiful. Everything's in, nice and tight in there. Rinse off again. What I'm going to do is salt and pepper these. Fillets got to taste good too. And you'd be surprised how much all those aromatics that I put in there. Actually, I'm not going to use salt. I'm going to leave it just the way it is. Now what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of chicken stock on the bottom of the pan. Just a little drop. Keep everything moist in there. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to cover this. It's going to go into the oven for 350 minutes. When we get back, I'm going to give you, for St. Patrick's Day, the one, the only, the ultimate Irish soda bread recipe. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back to The Grateful Chef. We're all about the stuffed flounder today, but like I promised you, I'm giving you the ultimate Irish soda bread. This is my wife's recipe. It will be the best Irish soda bread you ever had. The ingredients will come up on the screen. Here we go. 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of raisins, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of caraway seeds, 2 eggs, 1.5 cups of buttermilk. And what she does is she takes the dry ingredients and sifts them all together. She combines the wet ingredients, then the wet goes into the dry. She folds it. She puts it into a loaf pan, bakes it for 1 hour and 10 minutes at 350 degrees, and this is it. After it sits, we slice it open. You will not find better. Okay, here we go. Back to our flounder. So this went in the oven, folks, not for 350 minutes. We ain't cooking turkeys here today. It went in for 400 degrees for a half hour, and then I put it under the broiler for a couple of minutes and got a little crust on there. I got some spaghetti on my plate. I made some linguine and clam sauce, but that's for another day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Enjoy. Thank you.